A Benny.
Benny.
Benny. Start the Benny count.
Bam, 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 bam.
Oh.
Benny and the Jets.
Benny and the Dregs.
Wow, the Dregs.
Hey.
Yeah, true.
This is our Orphan 55 episode, baby. Let's go.
Save the planet. Save the planet.
That's the moral of the story, innit? It actually is.
It's only one of many possible futures, Aiden.
Don't get me started.
So you better not.
Don't.
Do you recycle?
Of course I recycle, wherever I can.
I think I'm getting better at that kind of stuff.
The thing I feel guilty of is quite often when I am at work, and I work on the road a lot pretty much, so I quite often will just get a coffee and I'll get like lunch in the car or whatever, and I have gum that I chew whilst I'm driving as well, and so quite often my coffee pot becomes my bin pot, and then I'm like, then I can't put that in the recycle bin because it's full of just like gross shit. Yeah. So then I feel bad for binning this cardboard.
Right. Okay.
Look, we can't all be perfect, can we?
No, well, you can get reusable, there's reusable cups you can bring in and you can get your coffee from.
Yeah.
But that's the thing though, like what do they charge you, like what would they charge you? Like I know when you go to like service stations and stuff, at least in Australia, you can get like a small, medium or large.
Yeah.
So do they just like, does the bloke behind the counter or the woman go,
yeah, that looks about a medium. Yeah.
Oh, well, yesterday it was a small.
Well, I assume maybe...
No, that doesn't matter. I think it's a medium. Like, what do? You
I
think have to pay an extra 50 cents.
When I used to work at lovely fast food restaurant, they used to, because people would come through with those cups, and I think they would say what size they want to fit in that cup. So I could just put a small in this big cup.
I see.
But they'd say, basically, if it's a big cup and they say small, you just put a small in. But if they say large, you put a large in, and I guess you just do it as far as it can go.
But it's self-serve at these ones. So what if you go like, you actually get a large, like you press it yourself, and then you go, it's a medium. Doesn't look like a medium. Yeah, it's love. It is. Don't worry about it. Come on.
Doomsday.
People behind me.
Doomsday continues to rattle along, Conor. Doomsday.
Is anyone listening to that? Reading, listening?
Everything that I've seen from everyone that is reading or listening isn't that crash hot. The reviews ain't great. There's like one or two that are like interesting but not great, but there's a lot of just bad stuff. Because I think what I disagree with is one of the latest episodes of Doctor Who magazine. I think it was like £5 or something like that more expensive because it included a Doomsday comic. And it's like they're just forcing it onto you because no one's gonna buy it. Yeah. But anyways, let's not talk too much shit. What I did just want to put out there is that if anyone actually is keeping up with it, Conor and I sit here sort of talking a lot of smack about it quite often. So, and that's without us. That's with us only gauging from what we've seen free online because we're not really interested in buying this stuff. So if someone is following with a lot of it, we'd love to sort of maybe have like a 10-minute segment talking to you or something like that, just to get the lowdown of what it's about, what's happening, and I guess get a proper review on it.
Hang on though, like, yeah, okay, maybe we haven't, been engaged with it, but they put out the first chapter for free.
Yeah.
How far did you get into it? I got maybe 2 paragraphs.
I sort of went like 1, 2, skip a few. Yeah. Okay. 99, 100, got to the end,
That's what I mean though, like, it's out there for free, like, and it's
or for £5 extra in your Doctor Who magazine.
Well, that chapter wasn't, but it's supposed to get you engaged in the story. It's supposed to, the whole reason that they wouldn't have given out for free because nothing's free. Okay, as my granddad used to say, nothing's free. There's always a reason behind it.
My time isn't free to read that.
Yeah, true. There you go. Yeah, there's a psychological issue behind it.
There is, yeah.
But I tried. I really did. I really tried because I was going to come in here and be like, I listened to the first chapter, make a good clip out of it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be honest with you. I just couldn't do it.
I
generally couldn't do it.
One of those YouTube videos where it's like, I listened to the first chapter of Doomsday, so you don't have to.
They're a bit harsh.
They're funny sometimes.
I'm a bit harsh too, probably, but like, I can't do it. And I saw Joshy tweet about it yesterday, and I had to hit tweet.
Oh. 3 likes. Yep, 20.
I said snooze day. I thought that was pretty mid.
That's good.
But people seem to like it.
It's also kind of funny because isn't her name like Suze or Suze? Is
it really? Okay.
Something. I don't know.
I'm not...
There's something deeper to that.
I have a lot of peace and love and respect for Mrs. Doom, or whatever her name is. The actress who plays her.
Whose day it is.
I don't... Huh?
Whose day it is?
Who's Doomsday?
Mrs. Day.
Oh, yeah. Mrs. Day.
The woman whose
like
day
Charlie
it is.
Day.
Right. Okay.
I just don't like it, but still, like, I think, again, we were just talking behind the scenes about how much shit like athletes and people who play sport get. It's the same with actors. Like, this woman is just trying to have a career, and she gets this opportunity to do this expanded media of Doctor Who. Does she deserve the shit that she's getting? No. Like, does she write Doom?
All the Brits be like, cheat to Doom. Little meta Ashes reference.
Don't get me on the Ashes, eh? No,
I'm not. We're not doing Ashes. Okay.
It was on my phone a mere 10 minutes ago.
But this is sort of a no news episode of the pod. Oh, we got a brief bit of news. But it's sort of basically like a classic episode of 50%. Because sometimes I feel like the older episodes live longer than these episodes. Because these episodes, like, we talk 30 minutes or so about what's trending and what's hot. And then we get to like 30 minutes of review. So...
what's hot and what's not, I guess.
I guess we're going to be talking a lot about Orphan 55 today. Speaking of which, the quiz today, we have a lovely listener / friend of the show who has sent in some more questions for us to do in the quiz. Absolutely fantastic. And they're Orphan 55 related. Oh my God. You don't have to do that, by the way, future writers in.
Yeah,
it's just like
me off. I was like, what the hell?
It's a funny thing when Chris messaged me and he was like, they're all Orphan 55 related. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. I don't know if I can
have 6 questions about Orphan 55.
No.
I think I could that relate to the episode.
Yeah.
I have questions like, why does this exist? But that's not.
Let's save that for the review.
That's not a question that can be answered, you know.
So yeah, then we're also going to go into an Orphan 55 review. Yeah. Like I said, we got a little bit of news along the way about a cancelled 60th special. And Connor's got a story to tell us, and Connor literally just messaged me saying, Aiden, add Connor's story to the run sheet. And I was like, all right, Connor's story.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really feeling it at the moment, but I'll tell it.
You got to tell it, mate. It's on the run sheet. You got to tell it.
I don't know. When I sent you that, I was feeling a bit more gassed.
Get gassed. Gas. We're gonna sleep all day and party all night. This is how we like to live our lives. Because I'm thinking everything's gonna be alright.
50%. Pop, cat.
And that would sound good as well.
Come on.
Doesn't that play at the end of In-Betweeners movie?
Yeah, and I watched the In-Betweeners movie the other night, so that's why.
Did you really?
I don't know how many times I've watched that movie, dude. It's just so... It's so cringe to say it.
50-year-old.
It's so cringe to say it, but it is just so, like, everyone as a kid. Like, it's so me, but it's also so you. And it's also so all of my other friends, you know? Yeah. Like, it's so...
That show was so lit. Well, speaking of In-Betweeners, good old Jay's in this episode, so...
That's right. That's why I watched it.
Is that why you watched it?
Yeah, I was like, I got to study up.
To prepare yourself.
I'm drinking a different beer today, Connor.
Beer Farm. I've been there.
The Beer Farm IPA in Margaret River.
I've been there. Oh, yeah, because you went... Oh, my God.
Do you like that?
How'd it go?
Good segue there for you. Natural segue.
Oh, my God. I forgot you went.
Yeah, I was at...
Sorry. Normally I text you and say, how you doing, boo? Hope you're okay.
Yeah, I had a lovely drive down to Margaret River, which is sort of a 3.5 hour drive from where we live.
Yeah.
And it is just full of wineries, lovely little relaxing scenic spots. Cows. It's like Farmville down there, you know what I'm saying. And Nikola and I did a wine tour, and I bought some strawberry wine, which I never thought I'd do, but I bought some wine because...
Did you get a bit groggy and you bought some wine?
Groggy, mate. I was talking to some South African couple who were telling me about how they were talking about drink and driving, just like, it's weird that you guys don't do it in Australia. And like, red light means you have 3 seconds until you have to stop. Like all sorts of nonsense stuff. Like apparently they just spend like $5 if they get a police fine and like a police officer comes up to them, they just like give the police officer like $5 and then they just fuck off.
Did they own the winery or were they just on your tour?
They were on the tour. Lots of lovely people on the tour, Jesus, which was yeah, it's always good. Like you start those wine tours and you're a bit like in your shell.
Yeah, it's a bit quiet, but you get a few beers down and you're like,
a few wines.
Oh yeah. I used to drink drive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, why don't you guys drink drive? But they were over on their honeymoon from South Africa.
We used to drink drive all the time in South Africa.
That's a pretty good South African accent. Yeah. You sound like the Australians in Spyfall.
Yeah, I'm actually quite good at accents. I can do a good Kiwi one as well.
Oh, yeah?
Maybe one day I'll do I could do like a voice actor, you know.
We should just do an episode where we do it all in a different accent, but we don't reference it. We just talk in that voice for the whole episode.
And new viewers will be like, damn, they just sound like this, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
We have weird accents anyway, mixed between British and Australian, so it's an odd mix, I think, anyway. So.
Yeah, I think I sound pretty weird. But yeah, Beer Farm IPA, which...
Yeah, was that one of the stops?
Yeah, we finished off at the Beer Farm and I had a lovely paddle, 5 different beers to taste. One of them was a stout. And then I drank someone else's stout as well, which I hated, so I only drank like half of it.
What, they looked the other way and you were like, yoink?
No, they were like, I can't drink this. So I drank half of it and I was like, bro, I can't drink this. And they were like, okay. And then they finished it. And I was like, okay, well, you could have done that from the start. So I bought just a 4-pack of these cans. And this is number 4. So this is my last one of these cans.
To Beer Farm. May they rest in peace.
That's right. You been up to much? Or does this tie into your story a bit too much?
Nah, not really. Just been editing. I was meant to put the vlog out today, but...
Failed.
By the time this comes out, fuck you, failed. I just couldn't. I had like, it just was a lot more than I thought to do. Like there was at least like an hour and a bit of unedited, like just raw footage.
You filmed a lot.
I did, yeah.
A lot.
And I think I underestimated a bit how much that would take to edit. And I wanted it to be good because like I'm like I want Oscar to look back at it and just have a good.
It's a little scrapbook for him.
Pretty much. So if he likes it, that's what really matters to me.
Yeah, that's what vlogs are, really. They're just like a
exactly
scrapbook.
They're memories in a way, and if other people like it, then that's fine. I'm very grateful that people are reaching out to me every day.
Every day?
To say, where is it?
It's just your mum every day.
Nah.
Connor, where is it? You're letting Aiden down.
Nah,
where is it, Connor?
No, mum hasn't. I'm actually surprised you didn't say anything, but...
No, I didn't want to be pushy. You sent me a meme the other day that made me look like the pushiest dickhead in the world. So I just was like, okay, he can do this vlog whenever the fuck he wants to.
Did I? What did I say?
It was like a Simpsons meme where it was like the Millhouse.
Yeah. Millhouse and Bart, yeah. Running the coffee shop. Yeah, okay. Sorry. I don't know. I started it on Saturday and I was like, I'll have this done by Thursday. And I've worked on it every day, but it's just kind of killed me. Like, I was talking to Joshy about it yesterday. I was like, man, YouTube burnout is a bit of a thing. And I think as well, like, I have so much respect for YouTubers who have full-time jobs.
Yeah,
it's so hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard. Like I've been working overtime at the moment, and you know, like to fit it in, and also like you're taking that time away from when you go to edit. Like you're not relaxing. You're not chilling out, and I think it can just cause problems in your personal life a little bit. And maybe I've been struggling with that a little bit this week. Sorry, Aiden, to get deep.
Hopefully it will be out by the time, just to be slightly less depressing.
No,
hopefully it'll be out by the time.
That's
fine.
It's been great though. It's really good. And I was like, I could rush it, but I don't want to because I know it's gonna be really great. It will be out. It will be out by the time this comes out. The video before this episode will be the vlog.
Oh my 100%. God! Damn, confirmed. I'm excited, Connor. I'm keen to see it. You said you're going to show me a sneak peek later, so I'm keen to see that.
I might not do that anymore, actually, because...
oh, for fuck's sake.
I just want you to go into it blind.
All right, I can go in blind. Like the 3 mice that we played in our Year 12 drama production.
Yeah,
3 blind mice.
my favourite role.
When we crawled off the stage onto the floor and were touching the audience's feet.
Was that our final scene? Was that it? Is that how we went out? Just...
Well, at our school in general, that's how we went out, just touching the audience's feet in the dark.
Did we go and touch people's feet?
I mean, I touch people's feet all the time.
We went in the crowd, didn't we?
We climbed off the stage into the as blind mice.
I remember that actually, and I was like, yeah, that was because like no one wants to be touched, and you're going up to
speak for yourself, buddy-o.
Well, like random people coming off stage to touch you.
Speak for yourself,
like,
buddy-o.
You see some bloke with like a massive ass beard. Like,
oh, come to me, please.
He's wearing leather, like. You're going to go up to him and like touch his beard and shit. And
well, the leather people that I saw in a sex show in Amsterdam love to be touched and crowd interaction. So that's my experience to tell you that.
In Amsterdam,
this is so fucking funny. Good meme.
I hate this trip to Amsterdam. The classic trip to Amsterdam.
The classic. Oh, you know me, drug lord Aiden. That's it.
Drug lord. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
It's true.
Let's talk about a cancelled 60th anniversary celebration. Okay.
No.
Or to make it easier for your clip.
Yeah.
Connor.
Yeah.
There was a cancelled 60th anniversary special. Did you know that?
It's not very convincing. What about... You know there was a cancelled 60th special?
Oh, we just...
I kind of fucked it up the first
time. Okay, are we trying to do this? Okay, let's everyone listening to the normal podcast is going to be so like, what the fuck's going on?
Well, you just sounded like you were putting it on. You're going to be like, okay. Did you hear there was a cancelled 60th special? Well, maybe not when I'm talking to you.
Newsflash.
No.
Okay. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Cancelled. New.
cancel. Where did that come from?
I don't know. There's I don't know if the people on the pod kind of understand what's happening here. We're trying to, because we do clips of the topics we talk about in the show. We need a natural transition that works for the clip that we take from the pod. It is because we don't just want to be adding this clip for new listeners to find online. We don't want the start of that clip to be me going, yeah, well, that was shit, wasn't it, Connor? Anyways, new special. So, all right, are we ready? Take 3.
All right, and action.
Connor, did you know that there was a cancelled 60th anniversary special for Doctor Who?
I did read about it on Twitter, yeah.
Right, well, it's not...
What was it, Aiden?
Don't worry, mate. David Tennant and Russell T Davies, they're not going anywhere. But who is going somewhere is Peter Davison.
Davison.
The Radio Times reported by Beth Axford, by the way, who's very active on Twitter, and I believe she was the author of a Doctor Who quiz book a while ago, and it was sort of a fan-published one, I guess, and it was kind of cool to see. She reported saying, the 5th Doctor, Peter Davison, has exclusively revealed his plans to create a follow-up to his hit 2013 sketch, The Five-ish Doctors Reboot, for this year's 60th anniversary special of Doctor Who. The original skit celebrated the 50th with guest appearances from David Tennant, Paul McGann, Matt Smith, and a whole host of companions. It was a success and beloved by fans around the world, and we all were kind of hoping that we get a sequel for the 60th anniversary?
We very much were, yeah.
Well, they have sat down with Peter Davison and they asked him about, would there be a sequel? He said, I came up with an idea, but it was deemed by those who I showed it to as utterly unacceptable, although I thought it was very funny. Elaborating on the scrapped script, Davison explained, it's a different world now, and I am always, I wouldn't say, pushing the boundaries. My sense of humor is maybe a little out of sync with the sense of humor that now exists. It was, yeah, that's I guess the gist of it. And he sort of said, in the end, it became very clear to me that there were too many compromises I'd have to make making the sequel, so I thought it would be best to leave it alone because the original was perfect. And he goes on sort of talking a lot of love that he has for the first one. So were these guys going to be like sneaking onto the 60th set in blackface or something? Like what's going on here?
I heard rumors or just speculation that the idea of the plot was actually, ironically, that it was Peter Davison going to pitch it to the BBC and they say no, and then they make it anyway.
Imagine if that's what this is.
I was going to ask you that. Do you reckon this is maybe like a bit of...
Do you remember during the 50th, correct me if I'm wrong, but in my position as a young little 13-year-old, sorry. 15-year-old in the 50th anniversary.
Yeah.
When all the set pics came out of the classic Doctors with signs saying no.
Yeah, I thought it was real. I was like, yo, what the fuck? This is so sad. Like,
yeah,
this is the year of celebration, and
they were like doing their pitch. Yeah, they had their little pitchforks.
It was outside the BBC, wasn't it?
Yeah,
the actual. Yeah.
And I remember reading that and being like, oh my God, they're actually just doing like a protest about it.
Yeah.
And so do you reckon this is part of that, where he's like gone up to Beth and been like, let's publish this article, let's get the ball rolling on it?
I don't know. I think it's a bit of speculation that the whole idea was that it was to do the what would it be, like the Five-ish Doctors 2? It would just be
all the 6-ish Doctors, and maybe Chris Eccleston could be there, just like
that would
chatting shit the whole time.
That would blow my mind.
Yeah, that
would blow my mind. I don't know. Maybe it's like a bit of an inside meme to get a bit of chatter going, but I think it sucks we don't get it. I think another L by the BBC. Yeah,
I think these little things are what made the 50th so much more special than what the 60th is, and maybe there is some of this kind of thing in store for what's still to come. Because I don't know that we knew about the Five-ish Doctors at this point in the 50th anniversary year. But yeah, I'd like to hope that there is one other big thing outside of the 3 specials that we're getting this year.
Mid. I don't know. You know, it's like, this kind of sucks. Like, I'm having to put in my own work to celebrate the 60th, you know?
Yeah.
I have to watch episodes of Doctor Who by myself.
Sake, as if we're doing that.
Like,
terrible.
Where's the BBC reruns? Where's the Get Hype? You know?
I'd like to think it's all going to come. Like, that's what I know. I could be wrong about this, but I am holding out. But I am seeing even like a few of the more positive people online at the moment are also starting to turn their heads and go, hello.
Are we not positive people online?
Well, I think we're like a mixed. I think we're pretty neutral about things. We love the things that are good, and we'll be blunt about the things that are bad, which is not bad quality, but there's certain people online that are just positive about everything and they don't like to chat shit, and even and that's fine as well. But even from them, I'm starting to hear a bit more negativity about like, where's the 60th hype? Maybe we got a little bit too excited. We spent 10 years speculating over what the 60th is going to be like.
Well, yeah, but like also we just don't really have anything to like go off. Like, it's incredibly exciting, but and before you say it, I know what you're gonna say when I say this. You're gonna be like, "Don't say anything about it." I won't say anything about it. But somehow this week, like, a thing leaked that someone filmed that was like the opening scene of Star Beast.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah.
And I'm like, I did watch it. Look, Faris did a video on it. I feel like it's bad for me to say I watched it, but
yeah, Crispy did a video on it.
Oh, was that the one that came out today?
Yeah.
Oh, snap. Okay.
So it basically was all behind the scenes footage that people had filmed on their phones of what is presumed to be one of the opening scenes of the Star Beast.
My second question is, you can answer in a second. Like, why did it take so long to come out? Mm-hmm. Like, who was waiting on that footage? But number one, I kind of hated that. Like, I watched it and I loved it. I was like so excited. But I was like watching this, I'm like, this is just like a leaked piece of like footage, and I'm like, this is what's getting me hyped for it. Like, I'm watching this, to be fair, really well edited video. It like edited the score in and subtitles and stuff, and the trailer footage, which he was probably just presuming what would match. Yeah. But I was like, this sucks. Like, I'd love to watch this as like a clip that they release, but yeah, I don't know.
I think, Russell said in Doctor Who magazine a little bit ago that San Diego Comic-Con, he sort of said hopefully, is when the hype will start to ramp up. He literally sort of said that. Whether or not Disney, because Disney's not going to be there, whether or not that means Doctor Who won't be there, we don't know. But I reckon around that weekend we will still get some form of trailer just to sort of jump off the bat of everything else that's being announced at Comic-Con.
I guess like what upset me a little bit, and like, look, I've said 100 great things about Russell. I'm now saying one bad thing about him, I guess. Like, they did really imply that, 2023 is going to be the year, we're going to be everywhere, and we're now halfway through, and it's like,
where are you, Russ?
Like, no one knows Doctor Who's going like on Disney. Like, I have to tell people, they don't know it. Yeah. Like, just get it out there. Like, and I think I'm getting to an issue with like this show, where like we have to come in every week and like be hyped. We always talk about Doctor Who. It's pissed me off at the moment.
Every week we have like a 10-minute segment where we're just like, where's the hype for the 60th?
Where is it? Where's it gone? I'm so keen for it. Like, I'm so excited, but like every time I get excited for it, part of me is like, yo, Conor, it's like, what was it, 5 months away? 4.5?
But Russell's been transparent and said this is the quiet stuff, and then in July is when it's going to ramp up. And I think as well, he knows that, like him posting the photo of shooting in Mel on his Instagram, I think is him also trying to get excited. It wasn't an official BBC photo. That was some photographer that was just like around the set took, and Russell posted it just to build up hype. And then also today he posted like a screenshot of one of the montages that Doctor Who officially post on Instagram, where it was Donna being like, why did he come back to say goodbye? And it was photos from the 60th and stuff. And his description on that got me excited. Like it was simply just like, why is the Doctor back? All that kind of stuff. And then it said, what sacrifices have to be made? Sad face. And I was like, damn, like just little things like that. Good. I can see Russell just sort of trying to just keep the cogs silently rolling. And that way, when July comes, it'll be exciting. Because look, we got the trailer too early. Like, let's be honest. Like, as exciting as it was, we did get it too early. And I think they knew that. And I think that, and so now we're sort of in that gap where we are suffering a little bit.
Oh.
But I wouldn't want to.
Music to my ears.
But Conor,
because I said that from day dot, and you were like, "No, we didn't."
Here's the thing. Okay,
great.
Shut up. Why are you making me look like a chicken?
And I'm like, finally, I got that clip. I'm gonna put them together. I
just want to say that I think I'm happy we got it at Christmas. That was awesome.
Yeah, me too.
But what's happening right now is, I think, a slight consequence, but also them making up for that, because it's like if we got last month trailer 2, and then Comic-Con we get trailer 3, it's like we'll get so bored of getting all this new content, and we'll get Doctor Who out before the specials even air.
That's what worries me. I'm like, I don't think they can release a trailer at Comic-Con because like that'll be our third one.
We've been down this rabbit hole a few times, I think, so we'll move on.
And then what? We'll get the fourth one like before they need to release like a clip. I think like
a clip or just
something.
like I think the best thing they can do at Comic-Con is just sort of say this is where we're going. You know, here's the roadmap of the next 2 or 3 years. Don't have to maybe announce the first spin-off. This is the second spin-off. They don't have to announce it. Just say, you know, we've got an untitled other spin-off coming up at this time.
Yeah, just
here's what's happening with Classic Who coming onto Disney Plus. Like, just answer those questions.
Release a clip. Show some new pickies. Maybe some synopsises for the 3 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Vague, but can be fun. You know, just do stuff like that. Just talk about them. Bring Rachel out. She can do like a backflip or something.
Yeah, I'd watch Rachel do a backflip.
Make the crowd laugh. And it's...
For an episode that I said was going to be very Orphan 55 focused, we've actually done pretty well at talking for 30 minutes without talking about Orphan 55.
Is there anything to say about Orphan 55?
Well, there will be in a second when we get into the quiz. Are you ready for it, Connor? Are you ready for the beef to start?
I was born ready, bro. Don't worry about that.
It's time for the quiz!
Remembered the sting this time.
Yeah, if anyone was watching on the video platforms last week, they would have seen I had to freeze frame it because I forgot to play the sting when we were recording. But we're a bit rusty. We're back in. We got it right that time.
It happens.
All right, loyal friend of the show and loyal listener Chris has sent in our lovely questions. This is the segment where Conor and I do answer fan quiz questions every week, 3 questions each. In the end, we're gonna find out who is the best Doctor Who fan. Whoever wins each week.
I know, I was doing the face-off. Like,
we're facing off. Right, like, sorry, okay.
Yeah.
Whoever wins each week gets 1 point, and then we'll see who has the most points by the end of Series 12.
Me.
Did I even play the theme song? Yes, I did. All right. I was singing the 50% theme then. I like shout myself.
I was going to say, like, no. Bro, don't tell me you just forgot playing.
But I don't think I did say, make sure you subscribe. We want 1,000 subscribers ASAP. Follow on Twitter and Instagram at 50Doctor. But I didn't say this stuff. And donate to us on the Ko-fi or go towards us buying some new equipment. There we go.
And follow us on TikTok at, what's it called? 50Doctor50?
50 Doctor Who on TikTok, where we are posting more regularly. So
yeah, boy.
But anyways, on those socials at 50 Doctor and stuff, that is where you can reach out because we do have quite a few people in line already. But you know, I think there is still room for a few more people if you do want to jump on and be a listener and ask in some quiz questions. You want to pit me and Conor against each other. Last week it went horrible as we started getting really angry with each other. So yeah, Chris.
Can I ask a question quickly before you play the thing?
Yep.
When Chris sent these in and he said that they're all going to be Orphan 55 related, did you know that before you watched this or after you watched the episode?
I did know before, but I know I did think that going into it that I knew that, but I finished the episode and I was like, man, there's no like small stuff that I didn't pick up. I wasn't extra alert when I was watching it or anything like that. So
yeah, I'd watched it. So
yeah. But yeah, Chris has been amazing enough to send in some questions. And if you like Chris, because he's a funny dude, make sure you check out Madman with a Box over on their YouTube channel. They do live streams once a week, joined by a few of his American friends, and they talk about
me
Doctor Who
all the time.
You're there for like 10 minutes. Anyways, let's go. We got to rattle through this. So let's hear from Chris.
Hey, it's Oz Chris from Madman with a Box, the one and only Brisbane YouTuber in existence. Don't fact check that. And I've got some Orphan 55 related questions for you. You know, make it a bit easier, fit with what you're reviewing. So the first lot of questions are based off the hottest companion that's ever existed, Graham. Who else? Who else would have I
like his facial hair.
Aiden, your question is, what does Graham possess a pair of?
What does Graham possess a pair of?
This is such bullshit.
What, you know?
Yeah.
I don't. What does Graham possess a pair of?
So, is he going to say the answer next or is mine afterwards?
I don't know. Let's hear.
Well, Connor, your question is, what kind of beverage does Graham say he's going to get?
Fucking hell.
I don't know.
I
literally watched it this fucking morning. I know he talks about Speedos, and he says he's got some Speedos, But I think he just says, it's a funny scene at the start where he's like, oh, I need to get my Speedos.
Oh,
Just
already
kidding.
got them on.
Already got them on. Great line. So I don't think it is Speedos.
This is not me trying to trip you up, but I think the scene he's referring to is probably like, he probably goes to order something and he goes, I'll get this as a drink and that as the food. So he probably gave you what's the food and me what's the drink. I don't know what the drink is. Do you know what the food is? I don't know. I'm not trying to trip you up.
I'm going pass. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna I tell you what. For a stab in the dark, I'm gonna say a pina colada.
I'm gonna say a pair of Speedos. Why the fuck not?
All right.
Let's go.
The answer to Aiden's question is, of course, Speedos.
Hey!
Which, I wish we got to see Graham in.
Fuck off.
Anyway, the answer to Connor's question is cocktails. I'm more of a rum and coke kind of guy, but you do you, Graham.
Okay, can we say half point? You get half point?
Well, if it's a half a point and it goes to, and I get the next two, whatever. Okay.
Yeah, but
Fine.
Put it this way: if I get the next two wrong and you get the next one right, then that means that you win.
Just quietly, this is good sportsmanship from me. Because remember last week you were like, yeah. I'm just like, cool, whatever, it's fine. Because I'm a good sportsman person.
No, I'm just saying. Well, put it this way. Connor,
what are you saying?
You
didn't.
You didn't give the right answer, so I could easily just say no point. If I'm going to give you a half
Who
point.
made you
to
the
give
quiz
edge.
master?
You looking for the spy master? Let's keep hearing from
Who
Chris.
made you that?
Chris is we need to get these people on live so they can make up the rules for us as we go. All right, let's hear more from Chris.
Now for your second lot of questions, I couldn't think of a theme like the previous one, so these questions are a bit different for each of you. Aiden, how many practical effects suits were created for the dregs? Connor, what made-up profession does Ryan tell Bella he's in?
Oh shit.
That's easy. I could do that for you.
Hang on.
I'm gonna say the practical the practical drag suits. I'm gonna say they made. I'm gonna say 4. I feel like it might be 3, but also 4.
I'm trying to listen to you so I can beat.
I'm saying 4. I'm saying 4 drag suits. Also might be 1. It might actually be 1. Could it be 1 and they just like did the fucking VFX stuff to it?
I know this. Fucking hell. 'Cause she's the hotel inspector, which is fake.
Yeah.
He says that he's a
Countdown 5.
He's
4, 3,
he's
2, 1. Just throw something out.
photographer.
He's a photographer.
That was last week.
All right, let's hear from Chris. I'm saying 4 drag suits, even though I bet it's 1. I've got a feeling it's 1.
The answer to Aiden's question is only 1 suit. Only 1 practical suit for the dregs. All the other dregs were created by visual effects.
Wow.
The answer to Connor's question is surgeon for pilots.
Yeah, there you go.
Something more useless than my arts degree. Now for this final set of questions is actually going to be a bit different. Yes, I know I'm changing the format. I'm not following your rules that you've set for these questions. This final one is a multiple choice question for both of you. James Buckley, who portrays Nevi, is most known for playing Jay in The Inbetweeners. Now, which cast member of the main 4 leads of that show has not been in Doctor Who in any capacity? Is it A, Simon Bird, who played Will, B, Joe Thomas, who played Simon, or C, Blake Harrison, who played Neil?
I know.
Okay, yeah, I know.
It's
Will.
It's Will. Yes, it's Simon Bird.
Because Simon from The Inbetweeners was in Big Finish.
Big Finish. Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that both our questions?
Yeah, I think it was.
Fucker.
Let's hear it.
The answer is A, Simon Bird. Blake Harrison was in Series 13, aka What the Flux Was That? And Joe Thomas was in the 8th Doctor Big Finish story Situation Vacant and the 5th Doctor Big Finish story Castle of Fear. That's my questions for you too. Thank you for having me. Hope you guys get to 1K subs.
Yeah, me too, Chris.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Chris.
By
Thank
half
you
a
so
point,
much.
Aiden wins. So
It's good, mate. Mate, we've got 8 weeks of this, or 7 weeks ahead. So don't you worry. Don't get stressed.
This is just not my day.
Don't worry, mate. We're all good, and I'm not going to be shitty about it.
Aiden's on 2. I'm on 1.
Let's look at you being a good sport.
I'm just over it today. I've had enough.
You've had enough. All right.
Far out.
Well, you know what? We'll cheer you up. The description for Orphan 55.
Yes, it will.
So it is the third episode of the 12th series of the British science fiction television program Doctor Who, first broadcast on BBC One on the 12th of January 2020, written by Ed Heim and directed by Lee Haven Jones, who directed last week part 2 of Spyfall. In the episode, the 13th Doctor and companions Graham, Ryan and Yaz are transported to Tranquility Spa after Graham wins a free holiday, but the resort turns out to be a barren orphan planet overrun with mutant beings. The episode was watched by 5.38 million viewers and was the 12th series most poorly rated episode among critics.
Right.
2020 when this came out. Connor, where'd you see? Also, let's just say big thank you for Chris. You're a great host there. I don't think we said that enough, but he did a very good job with the questions there.
Love him.
2020, Connor, how are you feeling?
Good. I liked it quite a lot, actually.
Yeah.
I think Crispy brought this up the other day. Sorry, when I say the other day, I mean probably like a year ago. But
Right.
do you remember when the marketing team said, you do not want to miss the end of Orphan 55?
I kind of remember that, yeah.
And at the end, it was just a preachy message. So I guess I went into it kind of like excited to see what the big thing was.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, it didn't really bother me that there wasn't really anything huge.
I missed that marketing thing, so that was never something that was on my head.
I think it was Orphan 55. I might be wrong.
I know Crispy said it was Orphan 55, but I do remember they were saying that about Fugitive. Like 100% they were saying
they did it again for Fugitive.
So I don't know, maybe they did it twice in the season.
They did, because I recall people being like, after last week, what have they got up their sleeve now?
Right.
Mistakes were made, people thinking that. But I remember thinking, this is definitely the tone I want the era to go into, and not same as last week. It's not at all the way I would want it to be, the way the era is, but it's like if they're gonna do it, this kind of works for me. So
Okay.
and I didn't really have much of an issue with it.
I didn't like it. I didn't.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't.
Yeah, I don't think I was like Doctor Who's dead, but I think I was like, oh, that's one that I'm just gonna shove under the rug. You know, I'm not gonna tell my friends to be watching Orphan 55 anytime soon. Let's put it that way. Right.
Well, what about now?
Oh,
Same thing,
baby. So I watched it right this morning, and
Coffee in hand, yogurt in the other.
Yep, literally.
I know you so well.
So predictable. First 15 minutes, I was literally going, everyone is wrong. First 15 minutes, I was like, this is great.
Yeah.
I was genuinely... The first act, I thought, was dope. I was on board. I thought the direction of, like the way the dregs were presented was so horror. And in that introduction in the spa sequence, I thought was so good. I was like, this is Doctor Who peak. I thought Sagan...
Even the
did some
opening
good
with,
stuff.
like, the squids already in the TARDIS, and it's like,
Yeah.
they've already had, like, an adventure, and it's, like, wrapped up, and they're like,
Which-
sorry about that, gang. I like that. I thought it was
Scenes like
funny.
that are what we're always
Yeah,
begging for
exactly,
in Jodie's era. Like, just the
exactly,
gang just
yeah.
having a laugh in the TARDIS.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't feel like home in
Yeah,
the TARDIS.
exactly right,
And
yeah.
little stuff like this just was like a nice little thing. And I thought the jokes really landed. I thought Yaz was really funny in that first scene. And
Yeah.
and I liked the introduction of Ryan and is it Bella?
I think so, yeah.
I thought those guys.
Oh, no, it's not. It's a really weird name. Remember, she calls her... It's...
Vilma?
That's it.
Vilma, okay.
So, I don't know.
Who's-
whatever.
Julie Foster. That doesn't sound right, does it?
I think Vilma's the old woman.
Vilma is the. Is it
It's a really weird name.
Silas?
That's it, Silas.
Is it actually?
Yeah, because, like, she says to her mum, it's like, I'm mad at you for calling me Silas. It's a dumb name.
Right,
The woman
okay.
who plays Lydia in Breaking Bad and Medical Soul.
Yeah. Anyways, I was enjoying the chemistry that came from Ryan and her. I thought that was fun. I thought the
Sexy
setting was
time.
fun. I enjoyed the idea that it's like, let's go on a holiday, even though Graham was like, yeah, let's go on a holiday. Like, oh no, he was like, it's a free holiday. And I was like, what the fuck do you think you're doing in the TARDIS, bro?
Yeah.
It's a free holiday. It's literally a free holiday all the time. Anyways,
It's a bit of a, yeah.
first 15 minutes, great shit. Middle 15 minutes, oh my god. I couldn't believe the shit I was watching. Greg's would be like, I can call them Gregs. Dregs would be like banging on doors, and then it would cut to an exterior of the roller thing that they were in, and there'd just be no dregs nearby at all, and you'd have all sorts of
It's just
editing
midnight or
mishaps.
something.
I know, it was like midnight but a failure.
Yeah.
And you'd have... I honestly think the production of this episode failed. I think the script is actually okay. As preachy as it gets in parts, I think it's okay. Messy in the middle, questionable things in the last act. But I do think the production and the direction is what just got so lost in the middle act in particular. The second act is the worst. Conor, what do you think?
I think my biggest issue with it was just I found it really boring.
Okay.
I agree. I think the first act, funny you should say that. I remember watching the first act and being like, this is really cool. I like it. I'm invested. But the second everything just started going into like the hotel went into like lockdown, and then it started becoming like, hey, there's some stuff outside that we don't know about.
For me, it was the moment they went outside that, and it went all grey. That's when I was like, I'm losing interest.
All the grey shit and the flatline tunnel.
As well as like the Sherlock tunnel.
Yeah, the Sherlock tunnel.
The Doctor's daughter tunnel.
Yes, it's been used in a lot of BBC shows. Yeah, I just lost.
Zygon inversion, whatever.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So go on.
I found it so fucking boring, man. I had like 20 minutes left, and I was like, this sucks.
Okay.
I could not. I had to get through it, and for some reason, my stand was like buffering heaps. It would just randomly pause and shit itself, and I was like, just end. Like if it's just on, seconds are ticking away.
Watch the Blu-rays, baby.
No, you're right. Yeah, well, yeah, whatever.
As we were talking about how, what's his name? James Buckley played Nevi.
I like him, okay? I thought he was good in it.
Really?
He was a great character.
With his 3 lines?
Yeah, and his annoying ass son. Don't do it like that, Dad. Do it like this. You
Surely,
never listen to me.
Did you
Goodbye, Doctor.
Did you actually like Nevi? Do you think he was a good inclusion in the episode?
I like James Buckley.
I do too. He had one funny line, and the editing, and
what's the funny line?
I think James Buckley wasn't funny with how he delivered it.
What was the funny line?
It was in the first act. It was like he said like, "Oh no, it's just a drill," and then the Doctor was like, "This is not a drill," and he said, "Oh yeah, I think we should leave."
Yeah, okay.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't even think he executed it funny. I think he like was like, "Yeah, I'll do Doctor Who." Got the script and was like, "Oh, I'm gonna phone this one in, boys."
There's a line. It's like, "Check the oxygen tank, Dad. It's as green as the hair on our head, son." What a great... Doesn't this geezer write It Takes You Away?
Yeah, fantastic episode.
What was he smoking when he was writing this? Good Jesus.
Well, that's the thing. I think it starts off like interesting, and I'm like, I can see what he's trying to do here. And then it just gets lost. And like I said, I do not think the script is the worst part of this episode. I think people have thrown a lot of shade at Ed
Sharon.
Ed Heim for this episode, but I don't think that is the main problem. I think it's the production. I think it completely fell apart. Yeah.
Sure. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I do think there's like... Yeah, I don't know. I think the script is just a bit wanky at times. It's like, this is our planet and we gotta save it. And if there's one thing people don't like, it's being told what to do.
Right.
Okay.
You hate that.
Maybe. I don't know.
You know what I was
had a
thinking?
job for 6 years, so I think I know what to do. But
you know what I was thinking?
Yeah.
What would have made this episode work a little bit better for me? Mm-hmm. You could play it out like 99% exactly the same. They could figure out they were on like an Earth-like tunnel. Yeah. But then couldn't this have just been like another planet that humans had moved to and they'd fucked up and destroyed?
Right.
And it's like, this is the remnants of the people that lived on this planet and stuff.
Yeah.
And then that way it's not the whole like your Earth is going to die, because you get into this whole thing that just doesn't make sense in the final act when Jodie's like, this is one possible future. Because
I was going to ask you that. I was like, that doesn't really make sense.
That's not how time travel in Doctor Who works. Time travel in Doctor Who works in a way that's like, if you've seen it play out, you can't go back and change that, right? It's the whole like, you read a book, if you read ahead, you know that that's what's going to happen, right? Yeah. That's in Angels Take Manhattan. That's how time travel works in Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Not this episode completely contradicts that.
Because that implies like whenever they land in like a place and time, this implies that could just be any reality or like any time that it could exist at this point, or you might do it again and land the TARDIS and it could be a different point.
It would make more sense if they'd slipped into a parallel universe. This was a parallel Earth is how they should have done it.
It was Pete's World.
Yeah, maybe it could have been fucking Pete's World. Yeah.
And Pete's World's gone.
Pete's World's gone. Who cares?
Yeah. I think the Drakes, the Dingleberries,
The Gregs.
the Gregs. Yeah, I think they looked cool.
Yeah, I think they lit them awesomely. Like, when it's
got-
like smashing. Oh, sorry, Mike. When it's like
Smashed the light, yeah.
smashing
Yeah.
on the window? That was awesome.
Yeah, I think they got kind of like Weevil Hawks vibes to them, and I
Yeah.
like that. They're apparently humans. I'm not sure how humans evolved into that.
I was
Their teeth are
unsure.
Very big.
And I don't think they specified enough for this to make sense, but I assume they were going for the whole, like, the radiation poisoning. Because, like, you've seen Chernobyl, have you?
Chernobyl, yeah.
Have you seen Chernobyl? Yeah.
I think I
Like,
watched it before.
you love to say
I
that shit.
teased you.
It rubs me the wrong way
I
when
think
you
I
say
did
that
that,
shit.
actually.
Maybe. I've got the Blu-ray. Do you?
Yeah.
Do you actually?
Yeah.
Fuck. Well,
I'm teasing you.
but you can see how much that stuff can like deform the body over time. And the Simpsons
bro.
movie, of course.
Oh, great example of the Simpsons movie. Gets a lot of shit, don't know why. Yeah, the drags, the dags. You know what dags are? Okay.
You.
I'm a dag. Yeah, no, yeah. This is such a... Oh, Benny and the Jets.
Benny. Not as many Bennies as I seem to remember.
There are a few, though.
They are a few and they are funny.
Oh, he's like, will someone come out here and kill me? This is me watching the episode. I joke, it's actually not even that bad. Like, it's not the worst thing ever.
It's not the worst episode of Doctor Who ever.
Not that bad. It's just pretty boring. Like, again, the first act is good.
Yeah.
I just thought it was so boring. I just thought it was so boring.
That's a good joke.
Thank you.
That's one of Connor's best, I think.
I'm very flat today, so I had to get in one singer. But yeah, that was. It's just so boring.
I
I'm
loved
sorry.
how much fucking Julie Foster as Vilma was just going hard. You know, when she was like, which one of you took my Benny? And like when he says, will you marry me? She's like, yes, Benny, I will. Oh, it's so lovely. I thought the guy that played Benny was actually quite good as well.
No, he was, but like Benny as a character, like he's kind of an asshole. Like he's just like he just seems like a moody shit. So when he dies, you're like, who gives a fuck about Benny? He was just annoying. And then we're supposed to care when she's going, where's my Benny? Like, I'm sure he's nice to you, but to me, he's an annoying prick.
I love when Graham came up to Mandip, Yaz came up to them.
Yeah, and he's like, fuck.
He was about to propose.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, about that. And Yaz is like, hello, guys.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, fucking never mind. Puts it away.
And she's like, sorry for interrupting. And it's like, yeah, actually, you did.
I thought it was funny.
It was funny, but Benny was a bit of a dick, okay?
Let's break it down, yo. Let's talk about our four main characters. We got the Doc.
Break it down, yo.
We got the Doc, who I thought was...
Jodie was great in it.
Jodie was great. Yeah, she actually was really great. Yeah, fist bump to that one.
Yeah, and...
Graham.
Good.
Good. The only
Didn't really do much.
I thought he did a good job. The only thing was like, and I get it, the guy is on the more elderly side of the spectrum here.
Aiden's about to be ageist, folks.
I'm just saying, when he was running for Graham, when he was running after Ryan, which I thought his performance was good, but his run didn't strike urgency to me. He was just like, it was like Peter Capaldi, like a penguin on fire with arse on fire, you know, like, but less intense. Like he was just like jogging along.
Well, they can't all run like David, you know,
I don't know. That's what I wanted Graham to start running, and it goes dun 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 dun. I wanted jumping over like tables and stuff.
David Tennant run to I'm the Doctor.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen in the 60th.
Yeah, probably. They run together. That'd be sick.
Yeah, that would be sick. Like side by side, and then it like goes into
the background, just like wait for me.
And no, could you imagine like a melody of like Dave, like I'm the Doctor mixed with like David's the Doctor Forever or something, and it's like running, or like a more actiony 10th Doctor song. Oh yeah. What's how does all the small creatures go or something? The what?
Da da da. Da 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 da. That's
still a face. What are you on about?
I don't. That.
No, what's like the main series 3
That's the
song?
season 3 trailer song. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
It's like, Nice. I know the season 4 one. It's like that played at the end of Voyage Down There, which was Christmas.
Get ready to transition into I'm the Doctor. I can't think Okay, that's enough of that.
Would you bounce on the couch if Matt came back and you just hear I'm the Doctor?
Yeah, dude, I'd cream my fucking pants. That's what I would do.
It's happening.
I hope if he's in it, dude, because I'm so like, and I think I've done this to myself, like put in a block, but I'm so convinced he's not in it. I'm so convinced these specials are just David, and I'm happy with that because I know they're not going to be, and I know there's going to be surprises in there. But in my head right now, it's David, it's Catherine, maybe like Martha, or maybe like maybe one or two other familiar faces. Mel, like.
Do you think Mel will be in the 60th?
Yeah, she is. I think something came out. Obviously, it's the whole helipad topic that we discussed, but I think something came out that the Black Archives, so that's who I get my like thumbnails and all my HD images from, the photos from. They're great. They always upload the new photos, and I don't know where they get the photos from because they're always tagless. They always don't have the Who logo in the corner, which is what get posted on Instagram and Twitter. But wherever he gets them from, he said it had. They always have the photo date of when the actual image was taken, and it said like July 2022, and so it was it Mel's in the 60th confirmed. But yeah, I'm so convinced no one's in it that I'm gonna lose my shit if someone is in it.
Yeah, that's probably a good way of looking at it because I guess if it doesn't happen, you might be upset. Mm-hmm. I mean, I will be upset if he's not in it. Like, I'd go nuts.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what the fuck?
What? I'll throw my screwdriver at the TV.
Yeah. Do you know what? I hate how much I talk about it. That's what bugs me. And I think that's my issue at the moment with the hype is like, I just talk about it too much.
we do talk about it too much.
I'm not joking. I dream about it so much. And it's so lame. I'm nearly 25, for fuck's sake. This is what I dream about. Mm-hmm. Watching these...
That is actually a lot.
It's a 60th anniversary of a science fiction TV show, and I literally dream about it more than once. More than once.
What did... Okay, we got to get to Orphan 55.
Yeah.
Yaz does nothing.
Yeah.
Ryan...
that's right. Okay. Sorry, how do we go from that?
I don't know.
Yeah. What about Yaz? Do you like Yaz?
No, nothing.
Okay.
I thought she was funny in her first scene, and then I thought she did nothing... And
You've been a bit moody lately. My mood's been fun. I like that. There's a good connection between Spyful Part 2 and Orphan 55.
Yeah, that's great. Love that shit.
Because she knows now about Gallifrey and she's...
Yeah, Gallifrey.
As per usual, as the 13th Doctor does. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm just going to pretend it didn't happen.
I do like that, though. I just wish that there was some larger consequences for her not talking about it. Maybe Fox does that. I can't remember.
There is, mate. She...
Yep. Well,
the dead hair.
Ryan.
I'm trying to think.
What do you think of Ryan?
Trying to think, but nothing happens. I like Ryan trying to get some puss. I thought it was funny.
We've all been there.
Yeah, exactly, man.
The Pussy Patrol.
I like it. I think he's a bit. I'm questioning how he's so horny, but
what do you mean you're questioning why he's so horny?
Because A, you got to be careful.
Right.
Okay? You've been traveling the TARDIS. Mm-hmm. Your nuts have been exposed to Time Lord energy.
Ooh, they could make a Time Lord kid.
I don't know, actually. I think it's only if it's on the TARDIS. But who's to say they need a place to stay? You know, she's actually not staying at the hotel because she's just planning on blowing it up, which is part of the episode.
That was...
Ryan's like, I got a TARDIS key. She goes inside. It's like, it's big on the inside. It's like, that's what you'll be saying in a second. I'm gonna stop
You're
there.
clever. Yeah, I thought Ryan started and ended well. I thought he got so lost in the middle and did nothing in the middle. The thumb stuff, that was kind of cute. I like that last look where it's like the thumb. It's kind of weird, but it's kind of like...
It's kind of weird. What was up with the vending machine where he got spiked by like a worm?
Bruh. I could not.
What was that about?
I could not tell you.
What was that about?
I don't know. I liked it. I thought it was a funny
It is
scene.
kinda cool.
I like when he's like the bats,
Yeah.
and he's just in the background of the shot trying to get the bats away.
You give Tosin something to do, and
And I thought he did well in it.
he's in a new show at the moment.
He
He go watch it.
literally is
Not the
like,
name,
if the
but-
script gives him nothing to do, he will not try. But if he has like good lines and good stuff, he will do a good job. All right, we haven't really spoken about the last act, which it kind of goes back to the first act. Well, I do think the last act got a little bit better and got a bit more momentum back. That interested me, and I think that came down to color. But yeah, actually, it's not that great. But they do stuff and they do things, and the dregs go away. I'm actually not doing that on purpose. The dregs go away.
Far out.
Fucking Velma sacrifices herself in honor of Benny, which, by the way, she does, and buys them no time because everyone just watches her die, and then they go, "All right, let's go."
Good point.
Which is I hate when TV shows and movies do that. They watch the sacrifice happen, so the time that they could have got to escape that they were providing them was just wasted. Anyways, it all blows up. Fucking James Buckley and his kid learns to trust his kid to do it, and they make fuel in the weirdest way possible. They're like, oh no, but if we can't make this fuel here, but we can make it outside because plot. So they go outside to the teleport and make the fuel or something. I can't fucking remember, dude. And it all blows up, and then it ends so quick. James Buckley's character does not get an ending.
That's true.
Everyone teleports, and they don't show him in the teleporting scene. I'm convinced James Buckley was just like out, like having
They
a
show
smoke.
his son.
Yes, and that's why I was like,
Goodbye, Doctor.
are we going to have a shot of them waltzing off into the
Having a
sunset
smoke.
or something? What do you think of the final scene then? Well, I know what you think. It's the classic.
Well, it actually shocked me today. I forgot how badly edited it is. It's like, and if you don't change things, and it just cuts to a picture of the drag going,
Yeah, or
"Raw," and then it just the credits roll, and I'm
yeah,
like,
so it's like you can change your future, or
yeah,
yeah.
it's like this is a really good message to obviously address and portray on TV, but yeah. Fail, epic fail, bro.
Well, when she started the
Who's
monologue, by the way, TARDIS looked great. Had like a little red tint to it throughout the whole episode when they were in it, and it
that
looked
weird
nice.
thing they were around when they teleported back into the TARDIS. It was like this little thing that was there, and I'm like, I've never seen that before.
Don't question it.
Well, I did. What the fuck's up with it?
13. She started
It
this
does change. The TARDIS does change it a little bit in season 12, so I just assumed it was like a thing that the TARDIS grew.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks better. The TARDIS looks so good in series 12. It's
Maybe they turned
strange.
the lights on.
They like added different colored lighting.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
it's-
definitely. It looks good. Ish. I don't know. Dead Spider. Not a fan of that TARDIS. Second I saw it, I thought it looked bad, and I still think that.
has its good days and its bad days. It's never a great TARDIS, but I think sometimes it does look really nice.
Sounds like me. Good days and bad days. Today's a bad day.
What I'm trying to say is 13, right?
Yeah.
When she gives that speech, which Jodie I think does the best she can with it. You know, it's obviously like exposition yelling at you, but there's a line, and I thought like that's all we need. She says, she says like you're arguing about the washing up whilst the house is burning down,
Yeah.
or something like that. It's
Yeah.
very similar to that. And I thought that's all we need to say. I think that's a great line.
Yeah.
And I was like, we don't need then the whole like 3 lines that come after that just yell the morals at you. But I mean, I'm sure everyone that's listening knows that. I think this is a general consensus about Orphan 55.
A good idea is a good idea forever.
What? Are you just quoting?
That's my thoughts.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Well, just to round off our Orphan 55 chat, we of course have to do Big Dr. Energy, baby.
Oh fuck. Sat there like
Lifelessly dancing. Big Dr. Energy is the segment where we like to say our favourite scene in the episode. It generally was conceived as a segment that was about like what's the best performance, the standout moment, but it slowly turned into like what was just like the funniest moment. For me, well, it can be either or. For me though, they had like a runner-up, which was Ryan like waving away the bats.
yeah.
But my winner, Big Dr. Energy moment, is Graham and his Speedos.
I've already got him on.
I've already got him on. I thought his line delivery there was so funny. I just bought all the chemistry in that scene, and the Speedos was a great climax. What's your Big Dr. Energy moment of the week, Connor?
Ryan, try and get some puss because
I like that.
yeah. I mean, he did.
Enough said.
Enough said. Yeah. Pretty much. I mean, that's what he tried to do, and he kind of succeeded. kind of not.
Tell me your story, Connor. You said at the top of the show you got a story to tell us.
Oh, don't make me tell the story now.
You've got to, dude. It was in the intro. You've got to tell the story.
Oh god.
If
Okay, I'll tell you the story.
Do it. You can just tell it briefly, mate.
All right, so I had this thing happen to me at work on Monday, which is really embarrassing. And
Did you shit yourself?
Wow, you're good.
Wow, actually?
I didn't shit myself, but I nearly did.
Oh my god. What?
You're so good at this. How did you guess that?
That was a joke,
No,
bro.
I didn't shit myself, but I
Right.
nearly did.
You pissed yourself.
No, I nearly shit myself. But is that bad to say?
No, it's fine. I think this
Okay,
is
first of all,
hilarious.
if anyone makes fun of me, we've all nearly shit ourselves.
Well, it depends. How close to nearly shitting yourself were you?
I'll tell
Tell
you.
the story. Tell the story.
So-
Yeah. I'll shut the fuck up.
I was going to see Dan on Saturday, but he had to drop his girlfriend to the airport, so we did Sunday. And unfortunately, it was a Sunday, so obviously works the next day, and I was like, fuck it, we'll go out anyway. Sunday became like the new Saturday a little bit. Got home at like 11:30, a little bit groggy, and I was not even that hungry, which annoys me, but I was like, fuck it, I probably should eat something because I'm going to be up early. I had to be up at like 7. And I was like, fine, I'll go get something to eat. And I went upstairs, there was no dinner left. I was like, oh shit, what am I going to do? And the only thing, I didn't even want noodles, but there was noodles. And I was like, fine, I'll make noodles.
Love a good drunk noodle.
But couldn't make it on the stove because it was so late, didn't want to wake anyone up. So I just boiled the kettle, put the noodles in in the pan, left them in there for like 5 minutes, and then drained the water, then put all the sachets in, did the little stir, went downstairs, had them. Kind of tasted a bit funny, but I was like, fuck it, it hasn't been cooked very well.
This is a very ordinary story right now, Connor.
Wake up at like 6 o'clock with the worst stomach ever. I'm like, there's something wrong. Like, I feel like shit. But I was like, fuck it, I'll be fine once I get moving. Got up. I hadn't gone to the toilet at that point. I was like, screw it. Like, I'm not going to go to the toilet.
And in that moment, Connor knew he fucked up.
What made it worse, I went and like got a coffee, which didn't help at all. But I was literally an hour into work, and I was like, I need the toilet. Like, I need the toilet. Like, something's going to happen.
Red alert.
And because I'm working on like a house at the moment that's being built, there's just like porta potties around, and I was like, I don't care if I'm dying, I'm not going in there. They have not been cleaned in like months, and I mean months. Like, we're talking 6 months plus. So I was like, fuck it, I have to drive home. So I got in the car and I drove home. I went to the toilet, and it was the most embarrassing ever. I don't like toilet humor. I don't like talking about the potty. I don't rip ass in front of people. I'm not that kind of person. I have a rule in every single one of the relationships I've been in, which is one rule I lay down. I say, we don't rip ass in front of each other.
Wow.
That's not a thing that I'm into.
I'm not into that, but I cannot be bothered leaving the room just to fart.
No, but I don't leave the room. I sit there, bro. I sit there. And I know, and people will call me weird for that, but I don't like it. So I was so embarrassed. I just had to leave work. And I texted Dad, and I was like, I genuinely think like I was going to like have an accident.
Yeah, have a dump.
Is that embarrassing? Or I thought it'd be funny to tell the story, but the pain was so bad. Like, it was literally like, I was generally like driving home, and I was like, I'm worried for my life right now.
Wait, so the climax is you shat in the toilet.
Yeah.
That's the story.
Made it home successfully.
The story, okay, so...
Well, Mum was like, why are you back home? And I was like, no time to explain.
We just spent 5 minutes of the podcast with you saying you drove home from your work site and you shat in a toilet.
No, it was so bad. Like,
that's your story.
No, the way I get through traumatic events in my life is that I can make like a story out of it or something entertaining. I was in so much pain. Like, I literally had to take like my AirPods out. So I was like, I can't even listen to music. It's not taking
so dramatic.
The pain away.
I'm going to take the AirPods out.
I was just like, I'm dying. Like, I need to go to the toilet. And I do feel so embarrassed about this kind of thing.
Yeah.
But we've all been there.
We have.
Sometimes you just, nature calls and you've got to go. And
I've shat and thrown up at the same time.
That's gastro.
No, I just shat and threw up at the same time. I didn't have gastro.
What was it then?
It was on a camping trip with the boys, and I drunk too much, and we didn't cook our meat properly on the campfire.
Oh, you idiot.
So at 3 o'clock in the morning...
Wait, did anyone throw up?
No, but it was sort of like some meat was cooked better than others. you know.
God.
And we were like 19, and leaving the campsite the next day, everyone looked out the window as we were driving off, and it was sort of like, you know, Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
That's one big pile of shit. That's it. All right, guys, let's.
Here's the toilet humor, folks.
Yeah, there's the toilet
I made
humor.
it back in time. God bless.
Okay, well, can we, Connor, give Orphan 55 a rating out of 10?
It gets, from me, a 4
Okay.
out of 10.
Yep, I agree.
Boom!
4, baby. And I'll say this. It's only because the episode had such a good opening act
Benny.
that it's a 4.
Because of Benny
Well, mate, Benny
and the Jets.
Benny gives it an extra 0.5, I reckon. But if the whole episode went on like the last half hour of the episode did, this could have been a 2 or a 1. But it's like, this episode should have just ended 15 minutes in and been like, we called it a day. We fucked up the rest of it. This is just like it's like Sharda. Like, they should have just stopped filming, and then they'll be like, in 10 years' time, we'll animate the rest, and it'll be okay.
Well, I'm going to leave you this, folks.
Okay.
When it comes to Orphan 55 and climate change and global warming, fix yourself, not the world.
That's my t-shirt. That's what I'm
Did you
wearing.
wear it on purpose?
No, but
I just looked at that. I was like, you're literally wearing a fix yourself, not the world shirt.
I put this shirt
Jumper,
on, and I said to myself,
sleeve.
I wonder if Conor is going to reference this shirt again today, because every time I wear this shirt, you always say, fix yourself, not the world, at some point in that podcast episode.
I think Wombats are cringe, but I actually think that's a really cool title. Is that
That's
the
not
album
cringe.
name?
This is the album name of their 5th studio album.
Yeah, Wombats, cringe. Title, cool.
Settle down, Macklemore.
I'm here today,
All right.
and I'm here to say,
All right,
you need to fix
Coldplay.
yourself and not the world.
All right,
'cause
Mr. fucking Coldplay.
I can admit everything about them.
Screaming power. But I've admitted similar stuff about Wombats.
They haven't.
I have. I think their songs are so, they're like trash, like, I love pussy and I'm smoking weed. That's not
Wow, what's that song called?
remotely one of those songs, but general idea is they're songs about like youth and partying and girls and things like that.
Yeah.
And it just, I'm sorry, it takes me back to me being 18 and being like, look at me at the parties, at the clubs, ooh,
Yeah,
boobies,
that's what Coldplay takes me back to, like my childhood and stuff. So
being sad.
oh, definitely some sad Coldplay, 100%. Yeah, nah, it'll make you cry, make you happy. It'll
And it was all yellow. Guys, that is our show.
Yes.
We'll be back next week to do Nikola Tesla's Night of Terror. And
very keen for that.
I tell you what, the moment that next time trailer started, I was like, damn, I feel good again. Because I'm keen to talk about that episode because I've always loved
Tesla,
it. And I'm keen
you
to
mean
write
like
it.
Elon Musk?
Elon Musk, Tesla, Doctor Who.
My name's Yaz.
Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at 50Doctor, on TikTok at 50
Doctor.
Doctor Who. Make sure you subscribe. You want 1,000 subscribers ASAP.
Doctor, is Elon Musk? Isn't he the guy who made that car? Ryan, what's it called? A Tesla, Yaz. How do you not know that? Hang on, Ryan.
I'm going to try and figure out this whole Threads thing as well. That's apparently like the new Twitter because Twitter's going to complete shit.
Oh, God. What is this bullshit?
No, but to be fair, Twitter is like bad right now. Like the whole you can't see more than 600 tweets a day.
This whole Threads thing is ridiculous.
What?
In a week's time, it won't even be there.
Yeah,
Up
maybe.
to a week, and it's there.
Maybe, but if Twitter keeps going the way it's going, like I cannot be bothered dealing
Twitter
with
was
it.
always gonna.
Dude, it's so bad now though. It's so
What's
bad.
so bad about it?
You're not allowed to see more than 600 tweets a day.
Yeah, that was dumb. Agreed.
Yeah.
But I remember beginning of this year, it was like, that's it, Twitter's done, it's gone, it's...
Yeah, but it's just like the more they make stuff like this, if a platform does what Twitter did great, which was like build communities and like stuff like that, then I think let's move to that platform. Let's not hold on to Twitter, which is just making more and more bad decisions. And anyways, that's a topic for another episode. Yeah, Nikola Tesla's Night of Terror. Conor, do you want to sing us out with song?
Sure. Alright, ready?
I'm ready. Oh, that was a loud crack.
It's
Aiden's and Connor's podcast. We're doing Doctor Who
I
reviews.
said that, you said we're
Doing Doctor Who reviews. Dun, 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 dun. You know what we need?
It's very flat this episode, I apologise.
We need
It's been one of those days.
We need a 60th trailer like that 50th trailer, like where it was like, I'm the Doctor.
I've had many faiths, many lives. Not
Yeah,
all were good.
and it's like going through all like the promo pics of all of them, and it's like, but it's like 3D, and it's
Look,
like
it was the 50th. It was the 50th, so you know they
And
are
this-
gonna put it.
You know what?
Higher.
I'm sick of this shit, Connor. I'm sick. I know. I get it. The 50th is like the big anniversary. 60th anniversary?
I agree.
Theoretically,
I agree,
ain't as
yeah.
big. But you know what? The show has gone 10 more years without being cancelled. That's a bigger reason to celebrate. It's 10 years older. How many shows make it to 60 years? This is 10 more years without dying. It got pretty fucking close.
It's like season 34. It's ridiculous.
Not 60 fucking years though, is it?
It probably will be. I hate to say it. I want it to end.
Well,
Even though I love it, it's my second favorite show.
you know, it is everyone's favorite show, Doctor Who. Guys,
Is it everyone's favorite show? Aiden, you're gonna hurt. You're gonna knock your front teeth out doing that one day.
myself on the nose with the mic, and the mic is now cut out, so now I sound absolutely terrible.
All I want for Christmas are my two front teeth. My two front teeth.
We've just lost my mic now. Okay, there we go. We're back. We're back. All right. Yep. Okay. Bye, guys.